Hey guys, we're working on a 4-liter Jeep head again. I do a lot of these 4-liter heads. So it's in just for a resurface and we're going to change the seals, but first I'm going to check the compression. So I have this vacuum gauge and it pulls vacuum on every single valve to make sure it's going to hold vacuum and make compression. That one's good. Alright, well this thing's good to go. It's pulling good vacuum on all the valves. And I already MagnaFlux this head. This is a 331 casting. They're very prone to crack, but this is a Tuppy. It's a little bit later model. It says Tuppy right here. It's a little bit different casting, and they're less prone to crack like the normal 331. So I'm gonna get this thing in the surfacer, get it all level, and then I'll be right back. Hey, so I got this head in my surfacer. Let's check if it's level. I already used my level and got it super, super close, but this double check with this dial indicator to show you guys. So I'm at 0 right there. Now let's check the other end. All right, I got it on this other end. That's just a little air in the background. So let's check this side. Perfect. So let's give this thing a couple cuts and see what it looks like. All right, I got this thing set up to cut 2,000. So let's give this thing a cut. Hey, so I just did a little cut on each end. When I was going by, I used my dial indicator, and it was about 10 thousandths in the middle. So we're gonna have to take quite a bit more. So I'm gonna do a couple more heavy cuts and see how it works out. Well, she's cleaned up right here and over here, not so much in the middle. I'm gonna take a few more thousandths. We're at 10 total right now. We'll probably end up maybe taking 12 and a half, hopefully. Hopefully this will clean up pretty quick, so we'll see. The dial indicator I can get over here and here, but not so much in the middle, and this is probably the worst spot. All right, with 13 thousandths off this thing, it finally cleaned. I'm just gonna finish cutting this thing, pull it out, change them seals up, and get this ready for the customer. Hey, so I just got the head out of the machine here, and now I'm ready to take this thing apart. I got my valve spring compressor here. You can call it a claw or maybe a giant hook if you're a pirate. And then I got the gasket set. I supplied them with a Velcro headset, so I'm gonna get the valve stem seals out of here. They're premium Viton valve stem seals, say it right on the package. And over the years, when I have customers bring me seals, they end up giving me valve cover grommets. So if they supply the gasket set, I always tell them to bring the gasket set so I can pick the seals out, because if you're coming all the way across town, it's kind of an inconvenience to run back there and run back here, and it makes it easier. So let's get this thing apart. I'm gonna change the camera angle up, get a better view on this thing, and change them seals out. And I have some seal pliers and made by Blue Point to help out a lot. These AMC heads, the seals typically come off fairly easy compared to like a Honda or maybe like a 3VZ Toyota. You engine builders out there know what I'm talking about. All right, there we go, nice and crusty. And this thing got very, very hot, and obviously it has a bunch of miles on it. These things are hard as a rock. So let's change them out. So I got these things apart. I got all the springs all next to each other. They're all the same height, so that tells me that the springs are okay to reuse as far as nothing being critically messed up. Like I said, this is just a service and change the seals. So everything's gonna work fine. I got all the old seals off, and I already checked the guides. The guides feel pretty good for the mileage they have on them. So I'm just gonna oil all the valves up with some assembly lube. Seals. And then I'm actually going to use these little condoms to show you guys. And these little, I call them seal condoms. They're actually too big, so I had to modify them so they fit right. These have a 3-groove keeper, so if you're not careful, you could tear the seal without this condom. There you have it. Like I was saying before, these seals go on very easy compared to other engines, and I can just shove them by hand. Shove them on by hand. All right, now for the springs and keepers. Just finished putting this thing together. The main thing when putting valves and springs together is making sure those locks are engaged and the valve or the spring is sitting on the spring seat, because that can cause big problems, and these things are perfect. So well, that's pretty much going to wrap up this little 4-liter budget build. You know, it's not all about the flashy cylinder heads or blowers or forged pistons. Sometimes it's just the simple little, you know, get her back on the road, throw some seals on it, and service it. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I appreciate you following me along, and I'll see you in the next one.